Guys, Chris here, Better Investing. Today is Wednesday, January 22nd. I just want to correct myself because I think yesterday I said it was Thursday, but today is Wednesday. All right, let's get right into the markets real fast. SPY, another gap up. Really hard to play these gap ups when you're trying to play the indices because they just take away so much range. Like you see here, like the range on the ATR. I want to say I'm using the 20. Yeah, I'm using the 20 day length ATR. So the range over the last 4 weeks is around $7. So we closed yesterday at two. We closed at 603. So it took away half the range on this gap up. And then you can kind of see the action today. I did mention I wanted to see what happens if we get up into the 606.41 location. And we got there today. We kind of put it put a little wick through it, should I say? It didn't really give any opportunities, I would say, to take it short. It looks like probably towards the end of the day, but I was already offline. And we closed today at 606.44. So we closed literally 3 cents above that high wick from FMOC. Look here on the 65 minute. I mean, we did Jack Diddley shit today in terms of a trend. Not much range, the low 605, the high 607.81. So about $3 in range. So we didn't, again, this took away a lot of the range. And from an ATR perspective, like I said, we were looking at around $7. From that close, about $4. So we had some more room to go up from an ATR perspective. But anyway, we pushed higher, out of the gate, and then we just stalled out, and then it looked like some profit taken towards the end of the day. I'm not too sure. Like again, I didn't really see like where was the short setup here. For me, I wanted to see what happened up at this 1641, and again, we just blew through it. We stayed above it. We even closed right here at this. We closed here at 606.41 on the 15-minute candle, right? And then that was like a go signal for some day traders. So I got a good area to risk off of, and then we popped up, traded sideways, and then we kind of sold off, for the last hour or so. So I'm not pretty sure. Like, yeah, pretty much for like, yeah, looks like right 3 o'clock, right when 3 o'clock hit, we kind of just started selling back down to this previous area. So again, there wasn't a true like where's your setup here to go short. I don't really see one. I'll show you the one I took on QQQ. But that's what we got. The daily. I mean, looking at the weekly, right now we have a gap on the weekly, or do we have a gap on the weekly? The high here is 599.36. The low here, so this gap is filled. There's no gap on the weekly, but we have continuation, and like I said, good chance to be pressed back into these highs. Considering the longer term trend here, from these bottom from November 2023, November 2023, or from October 2022. I mean that trend is still valid for quite some time. It's still a bull market, short term trend. Right now, I would probably say it's up. We kind of broke the look that we were thinking about on the chart. So again, like if you just want to get an understanding of direction, let's just mark it out again, right? We got a high. Let's take this off real fast. We have a high. We got a low. We got a lower high. We got a lower low. A lower high, lower low, and that stopped, right? And we done breached this previous lower high, and we done breached this previous lower high, and we breached this previous lower high. So I mean, what happens at the top of this range, I'm not 100% sure. We just kind of gotta wait and see. I wouldn't mind some sort of a pullback because if this is going to be some sort of continuation, then we need to be able to find a way in it. I mean, just looking at here off the 65 minute, that's probably not the best trend line, but what you're looking at is about a 42 degrees trend line, which is probably unsustainable. there's a good chance this breaches and pull back. But again, we have a lot of spots where we can put in a higher low, right? We can pull back from here, put in a higher low, right? We can pull back from here, do something like that, put in a higher low. Like we can put in a higher low anywhere in this range, for a deeper continuation is I guess what I'm saying. But yeah, I mean, let me see if I do like a line chart. Yeah, yeah, kind of got like a trend, I guess. I want to look at it from a line chart perspective, and that's your trend. I mean, and it is very steep to be honest. It's a pretty steep trend to the upside. So tomorrow, I want to say there are some catalysts. Economic wise, we got no jobless numbers that comes out. Probably have some market probably moves off of that. Outside of that, 10-year tips auction. Not too sure how much that's going to move the market. We did have the 20-year bond auction today, which came in looked like positive, which is good. So, but yeah, that's really about it on SPY. Let's go check out QQQ real fast. This is the one I did take a short on. So QQQ, I don't really, like I said, I barely trade QQQ, which is a funny thing, but I did take an opportunity here because I think it presented a better setup. I took longer dated contracts. I took January 28th 530 calls, and I got about 12% out of that move. The most I was down with was like 6%, and I ended up just shutting it down, closing. I didn't want to swing it in tomorrow. I didn't feel like I had a good enough cushion to swing in tomorrow. But then on top of that, I won't be on tomorrow either, so I couldn't manage those contracts, the best way I possibly could. I think here from a trend perspective, I think it's that trend to the downside has been broken, and now we're just looking for pullbacks to go higher. I wouldn't mind a pullback here. That probably would be positive, and I think it gets brought up by a lot of participants in the market. Let's just make sure we got this squared away. Gotta make sure we mark out our gaps. All right, got a gap there on QQQ, and we got a gap here on QQQ. All right, so there's where our gaps is. So where I took the trade out on here was this. I recognize right above here was this kind of a topping pattern from a price action perspective. I probably could have got in a little bit earlier. I think I would have took these contracts around like 1:15 p.m. And I probably could have got in around 12:45. No, but that's the thing. Like you don't want to be late to the setup. But I think if I wasn't late, I probably would have been able to swing these. But I kind of recognize this inverted hammer at the top of a trend after a big move up. You see the move that it's done had up to the upside, and kind of recognizing that, I think where I should have been in that, if I was keeping track of this particular price action, should have been this low right here. So right here, 532.73. That should have been my area to get short at, and it would have been right here on this break right here. And I did get short at the right time. Yeah, I did get short at the right time, but I didn't really get a move. I took it short here on this 65-minute break. Yeah, because I got in right around this time. And then we just chopped around, and then I got a move towards the end of the day. And then I was able to sell them, and I was already at the barbershop, so I was just looking at this position. I already had it, so I was just managing it while I was at the barbershop. Just saying what I'm going to do here. And I want to say we pulled down into like right here, and then I was able to sell it like literally like right near the bell. But yeah, I think that's probably your best setup to take it short. I don't really see where else. You got to retest here on the 5-minute. But yeah, I mean, you didn't really get a move. Like there's nothing really happened. All right, go ahead. Look at here on the weekly. The weekly chart looks good. Looks like we're going to break all-time highs once again. So the whole thoughts of us being in a bear market or anything, I think that will probably go away for the meanwhile. Let's go over some other charts real fast. So looking here on inside day on Apple, kind of right at this 220 range, kind of held it, didn't break the previous low, kind of finished near the highs of the prior day. This Amazon still ripping. I kind of called out this spot. I think the reason why I wasn't really looking or interested into it because it gapped up. I probably should have got an entry somewhere around these lows. Honestly, I'm going to see if there any opportunities to take this long as it came into these lows. All right, so that's your low. Like, where could you have got in that? Oh damn, that would have been a good spot right there. So what I'm looking at is the 5 minute pullback into the EMA 20. You got a green candle to kind of undercut it. You got a green candle to hold, and that's near the lows of the day. I would say not really any particular spot here where you say it makes a lot of sense, but that 5 minute position could have turned out pretty well if you take a longer dated contracts. But for the most part, that's probably a position you probably should already been in. Just looking here. Yeah, that was the one. Man. Right, so this is a breakout that worked, right? You got this breakout. You had ARM. Here's Google. Like I said, I wasn't really interested in this Google move. I just don't see it. From this perspective, I just don't really. I don't know. It's not the price action I wanted to see. Meta. I don't really see anything on Meta. Now this Microsoft. I think I talked about this yesterday. I really was looking at like this action here. It kind of bounced up, then it kind of held the 200, but then it gapped up. Man, it just took everything away from it. Once it gapped up, it's like, what do you do after a gap up? I mean, you look for a pullback into the EMAs. I mean, did it present itself? Yeah, you got a pullback here. I know it's a red candle, but it's a solid pullback right into the EMA 9. The question is like, is the juice worth the squeeze? Like if you're day trading this, right? Because I get in here, where's my stop? My stop is below here, so about 51 cents. My target is up here. Oh yeah, that's worth the trade. You're risking 50 cents to capture $2.25 or $2.22. So that was probably the best trade. If I was looking, but I don't really trade. This is probably another one here. Yeah, damn. Yeah, should have probably been more focused looking here. Netflix. So I was looking at Netflix, but and I want to say I was looking at it like back here. Yeah, it was around this 560 level, and I just took my eyes off it. It looked like it wasn't really doing nothing. It just had earnings. So nothing's there. Already had its earnings. Now we gotta wait, see if it pulls back, let these EMAs catch up. Maybe it pulls back to these previous all-time highs, and then it starts to bounce. But right now, there's nothing you can do with it. Nvidia, nothing I can do here. I don't have it set up on the daily. Tesla. Getting a little interesting, after Mr. Elon does his little Hitler or Nazi salute. The market it's so down. This Monday or the Tuesday afterwards. Put in a shit ton of range, and like I said, when you put in that type of range, you usually get an inside day, and that's exactly what happened here. We kind of test the bottom. What was this a gap? Not sure what this spot was. I don't know why I have that marked out. Can't remember. It's not a gap. Not too sure, but that spot look like it's working. Um, but yeah, I mean, trend wise, it's still intact. Nothing really to do, but I don't know what the fuck people are seeing here to take this long. Okay, higher highs and higher lows on the bottom of this trend, I guess. Even from here, low, high, higher. Got a low, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high, higher, low, higher, high, low, high. Kind of just undercutted these. You're really like 408, 409, like you're lying in the sand for this. And then like it starts to pull back a little deeper, I think. But yeah, nothing really there. I did take this one trade, this MGX today. This was a 10% move on shares. Then I have break even on the remaining shares, and I got a right. I damn near top tick this bitch. Um, or I got on like in the 390s. I was playing this yesterday. Aftermarket had some news. I don't know what the news was. Someone brought it up, but it was moving. Unfortunately, like I bought this pullback, and I no, it was after hours, so I can't even show it. But yeah, for what I took here was the 5 minute ORB, and I got in right above here. So it was this candle here I got in on as we broke these highs, and I was using the low of this candle as my stop rather than all the way down here. And I just let it work, and we started to get this move. I sold like 3/4 of my position. I just left the other at a break even stop, and it got stopped out. So that was really about it. I probably ain't gonna look at any stocks today because I won't be here tomorrow. So I don't really know what's out there to really trade. Solar still interesting, right? I did mention like solar looked a little weird to see solar doing what it's doing. Um, and you know this is really breaking down now. This FSLR is really breaking down. What is Nets doing? Mm. A lot of these stocks, yeah, a lot of those are breaking down. Check out this. Yeah, this kind of ran right back into that spot I was watching at 243.68, kind of pinning like this inverted hammer. And you had continuation to the downside, but that's this. If you've been trying to short this has been a tough short. I don't think it's worth trying to short it here. I don't know. I just some reason they fucking love Royal Caribbean, even though they have a shit ton of debt that they have to reprice at higher interest rates. Is what I'm thinking. Um, you need to keep a lookout on these oils. Definitely need to keep a lookout on it. Like next, yeah, let this come back a little bit. This is retesting kind of like this. Problem, like I have a previous breakout spot, but like you can see like the wicks over it. Don't really know how I want to judge those areas because it's like wicky over it. So like, should I just use the close? Yeah, I probably should use the close. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I know it's 841. I mean 854. There's a pull out, breakout, retest of the breakout. That's the question. Uh, these are just on the tear. I was watching this stock in the 80s, and now it's 180. Shit done doubled. Jesus Christ. Yeah, these have been on the tear lately. I probably need to take out some of these utility stocks. Not too sure why I had those in there. Actually, I'm going to do that now. I don't think knee is, but it's trading like it's a utility. But I thought it was more one of those nuke stocks, but it's not. It's not working the way the rest of them are. It's OKLO. God damn. I know a lot of people were trying to play this and kept getting stopped out, and then that's when it goes. What time is it? 'Cause I'm about to go to sleep. Um, I think I told you I was in the home builder short. I had a small position. I just cut it today. It wasn't working. Where's that at? Go to my sectors. This damn Oscar. This Oscar. About to do. Look at it, man. I don't know, man. If this rounds out and then pits in like a little flag, I think a lot of people are gonna like that. They got earnings towards the end of this month or next month. I don't know, man. This is a weird looking chart. It's a funky looking chart. Like you see how this rounding pattern kind of led to almost a 100% move, and now like it's kind of doing it again. Little rounding pattern. Very interesting. You already know what I think about Moderna. I'm not even gonna talk about it. Y'all just see in 3-4 years when I cash out. I hope it comes down more though. I want to buy more. Um, I'm gonna buy the dips on that. This arm, man. I'm just like, I had the 150, sold them for 100%, and these end up tripling. These won like 800%. 150s are worth almost 3 grand. I sold them around like $6. I mean that's sometimes the move you can get. You mark out good spots. Damn. I just knew to slap it yesterday after that news because I just remember how the chart looked. Um, this is another one I was watching. I want to say I even tried it. I forgot where I tried it at. Probably I don't know where I tried it. I think I tried it, but it just didn't work, and then it just blows through. Sometimes they do that. Um, I don't know who the fuck is in this, but if this wants to set up for another short, then so be it. Actually, it kind of looks a little like a little launch pad. You got all the EMAs underneath it now. It's giving a little launchy look. I gotta watch this one into earnings. Earnings is Tuesday, February 4th. I gotta keep an eye on that. Pretty sure I talked about this Marvell. Pull back to the 20, undercut it. All right, you buy right here. Your stops right below there. Target these previous highs to get risk to reward. I don't trade China unless China gives me a reason to trade it, but right now it hasn't given me one. Man, this summit, right? This thing right here. Oof. Like when you just like back out and look at it, like see how tight and compressed that is. Like this is a Bollinger Band squeeze. I don't really play these setups, but like you can see it here. And what people typically do is they'll go to like a TTM squeeze, right? Throw that on, and it should have been firing. Yeah, this TTM squeeze started firing, right? It was firing this entire time, and you kind of just buy that breakout of that Bollinger Band squeeze. Like this day here, if you're looking at this, you're buying that. That's firing. I might gotta keep that on here. I gotta keep my Bollinger Band squeeze on here. I'm not really a Bollinger Band guy, but I've seen this work. I've seen this work. Definitely something that's doing something like that. That's why sometimes it is good to kind of like compress your charts, because like you might not be able to see it when you look at it from like this perspective. Oh man, this looks a mess. But like when you compress it, you like, well, damn. Yeah, it does look very tight. That's very tight price action for a while too, since November, and then you got the boom. This VKTX. I wanted to see what happens when it gets down to this 25.72. But it looks like some buyers kind of stepped in these last 2 days. I don't see it set up here. Yeah, I don't see it set up. I'm not even gonna talk about that. UNH, they didn't really do nothing. I'm not even gonna play with this anymore. I haven't tried it, but I think I looked at it and it was like, I'm not. It's not even worth it because I was thinking about it down here and then we gapped up again and it did nothing. So I haven't even looked at it. Now it's more like, okay, you got a low, you got a higher high, you got a low, you got a high, you got a higher low. All right, if we get back to about 546, it probably starts to go even higher. I don't know. I just feel like I don't know. I don't know about that move anymore. Um, yeah, I haven't even looked at any charts. Let me get an idea of like what's even out there to play. I know CRM kind of did what I thought it was going to do, but like I said, with the gap up, it takes away so much. Um, yeah, cause this opened up, it opened above my trigger. Well, you know what? I, if I did take it, I probably would have got stopped out. It definitely wicks through this previous low. This low here is 323.07. This is 322.45. I probably would have stopped out by then. But yeah, it started to work. It started to work. I think what I really liked about it was this weekly pattern. And this is one where I probably could take some shares. What? Take some shares and what risk what? $10. Buy 10 shares worth $10 and what I need. $20 move. I mean, that's possible. Um, let's go check some of these smaller stocks that I still like. Go check my robotics list real fast. This RR. I'm still watching this closely. Um, I seen it rip today. I just didn't really see anything I wanted to play on it. I don't want to. I mean, best bet was probably here. But it's more of a day trade. I want to really take this like as a swing trade if it's gonna work. Because I was able to take this from $1.98, sold some up in two, sold some up in four, and I didn't sell any up in like the 5-6 area. I want to say, can't fully remember, but probably I might still be in it on the weekly, definitely daily. Yeah. That's about it. This ARB, still one of those nasty looking candles. I've been watching this. Still watching this PRCH. I'm not too sure now. I mean, it's taking so long. Like, how long is it going to diddle around? I mean, what is it waiting on the weekly to catch up? And right now, it's just dangling on. It's holding on for dear life here at this 9 EMA. But people are definitely in this, playing this. Doesn't look bad. I like to try to jump back in this. They can wash some of these traders out. Pull back to like 33 or 30. I wish it would. Give me an opportunity. I'll get in there. Cause I tried it. I tried it here. Got a nice move, and it stopped me out the following day. Then it kind of just traded a little bit sideways, right? Then it recaptured those moving average, and then pushed higher ever since. That's the beginning of the year. 28. No, it's 39. Fuck. I do. This is that Bill Ackman shit. I played this up until this trend changed, and I just got out. That was a nice move though, from 220, 273, all the way up to like I was selling in the 330s, and I sold some in the fours, sold the rest into like 6, like this day here. Once I seen this day, like I looked at the day, I said, "Oh yeah, I'm selling this shit." And then he had the discussion this day, and then sold more. Never trust Bill Ackman. Mobileye. The only thing that kind of broke this trend to the downside violently as well. It's a lot of volume on a fucking Wednesday. Um, yeah, that leaves a shit stain. Yeah, I don't really have much to go over. RGTI, he's one of those stocks you just buy the break of the previous high. Breaks the high, breaks the high, breaks the high, breaks the high. Yeah, right, the previous fucking high break. Breaks the high. Jesus Christ. That's how it's moving. That's how it's moving. Just break the previous high and go type shit. DraftKings. Uh, yeah, that's really about it for me. I'm tired. I'll probably take a look at some stocks over the weekend. Try to put something together for next week. Um, Not going to trade tomorrow. I'll be out, but yeah, that's about it. I don't really see. I don't really feel like going through any stocks. And again, this is for my purposes. On it's like my personal vlog. I just share it on YouTube. That's one thing I can do. Yeah, rates are still falling a little bit, but no trend's not. I'm not ready to say this trend's over. I'm just not. I'm just not 100% sure to say this trend is over. If I get some crossover action, I'll start to really say so. But yeah, it's not really say that yet. Market up, breath was down. Interesting. We got again. Got Bitcoin doing Bitcoin shit. I'll check out the rest of the cryptos. Slightly green on coins. Mara. Yeah. Don't really see much. All right, that's it, people. Let's check out XRP real fast. This still holding up well. Yeah. I guess I'll just check one more thing. Anything on this list that excites me? Nope, I don't know none of those stocks. I don't know none of these stocks. Bunch of bullshit. Oh, Nuke. Okay, Nuke. Pulling back. Yeah, keep an eye on this. All right, man. That's about it, man. Peace. God bless.